When it comes to annual collections released by the United States Mint, it's hard to beat the popularity of the set made exclusively for collectors. I'm of course talking about the United States Mint proof set. The first proof sets were struck all the way back in 1936. However, they would not become the annual collections we know today until about 1950. They would then start striking the sets every single year with a proof example of each coin released for circulation that year. However, the proof set series wouldn't hit its golden age until about 1968, when production would shift to the San Francisco Mint. You see, the San Francisco Mint had made a name for itself among collectors by striking some of the finest examples of any coin series they were asked. So it only made sense that when it came time to move production of the proof sets, the Old Granite Lady was the logical choice. We have put together a collection of the first 20 years of proof sets struck at the San Francisco Mint. Every single set from 1968 to 1987, with each set still in the original government packaging despite being at least 37 years old. This stunning 20 proof set collection is item number 905-2511. That's 905-2511. And while our supplies last, we are just $199.95 for all 20 sets. At that price, we are less than $10 a set, making this collection the envy of our competition. The lowest price we could find all 20 sets with our competitors was over $535. You heard me correctly, we are more than $235 less than the price of our nearest competition for the same first 20 years of San Francisco Mint proof sets. You can call in at 1-866-518-5933 or head over to the website. The website is abccoins.com. Then once you're there, click the search bar on the page and put 905-2511. That's 905-2511 to grab the first 2 decades of San Francisco Mint proof sets still in the original government packaging for more than $235 less than our nearest competitors. Now let's start talking about the coins inside of these sets, because that's what's made them so popular. Yes, they're iconic for being the first of their kind struck at the San Francisco Mint. First and last will always be important. But the reason they're so important is because very few of these sets still exist today in the original government packaging. And that's because the Washington Quarter, the Kennedy half dollar, and the Eisenhower dollar have been some of the most popular coin series with collectors today. And as a result, many have had to break these proof sets to get their hands on high quality examples of those San Francisco Mint proofs, which, by the way, we don't recommend. It's getting harder and harder to find these sets still in the original government packaging, and it's something that is going to be very difficult to do in the near future. It's why our competition asks for so much for these sets. $535 sounds like a lot, but when you take into account for many of our competition, these sets are almost impossible to find, it starts to make a little bit more sense. But we are still the best value you are going to see at just $199.95. And in this 20 proof set collection, there are also 20 proof Kennedys, 3 of which are some of the most iconic in the entire series. Everyone remembers them pulling silver from circulation in 1964, but many forget that for a couple of years they actually struck silver Kennedys. There were 40% silver Kennedys struck until about 1970. And that means the proof sets from 68, 69, and 70 contain these special silver proof Kennedy half dollars. These 3 coins alone with their competition cost upwards of $90. If you grab the other 17 Kennedy half dollars in these sets, you're looking at a combined $375 for just the Kennedys in this collection. Our complete sets that have those Kennedys and every other coin in all 20 proof sets for more than $175 less than their price at just $199.95. Then let's move on to this coin here, the Eisenhower dollar, the last jumbo dollar in US mint history. These coins were the same size as the Morgan and Peace dollars and featured one of the most famous presidents in the history of the United States Mint. We also see the Susan B. Anthony dollars that replaced those jumbo dollars, aka the mini dollars. This collection also contains the 79, 80, and 81 proof Susan B. Anthony dollars. Just the Eisenhower dollars and Susan B. Anthony's. So 6 Eisenhowers, 3 Susan B. Anthony's. Those proof coins by themselves will cost you over $242 with our competition. And that's because they are the last of their kind in US mint history, which has made these sets prime targets for collectors breaking them to get their hands on those rare coins. The Eisenhower dollar series is one of the most short-lived in US mint history, with the Susan B. Anthony being even shorter than that, at just 3 years with one special one-off striking in 1999. When you find all of these sets with our competition, it's going to cost you upwards of $535 with our competitors. That means that at just $199.95 tonight, our value is so good that you can buy 2 of these collections with us. That's 40 proof sets, still in the original government packaging, and you're still going to save $35 versus our nearest competition's price for just 20 of the sets. When it comes to collecting, first and last are always important. And the golden age of the proof set series started in 1968 when the transition to the San Francisco Mint took place. This collection is the first 2 decades. All 20 sets struck at the San Francisco Mint from 1968 until 1987. A collection of proof sets that cover multiple distinct eras at the United States Mint. The era of the 40% silver Kennedy, the Eisenhower dollar, the end of the jumbo dollar, the short-lived mini dollars, all in one collection in the original government packaging for a price that has us less than the cost of just the coins in these sets by themselves. The Kennedy half dollars alone in this collection cost over $375 with our competition. The proof dollars and another $242. So you're looking at over $550 for just the half dollars and the dollars in these sets. We have the original government packaging proof sets that are at least 37 years old for the unbeatable price of less than $10 a set, just $199.95. With the phone lines backed up, it is time for us to be moving on. If you are on the phone lines, don't hang up. We'll get to you as soon as we can. You do not want to miss out on this stunning 2-decade collection of US Mint proof sets that mark the beginning of the golden age for the series. That being said, it is time to be moving on, so let's see what's coming up next.